Hi guys, I just wanted to make a video about the pain of TN. Um, the descriptions. What does it feel like? I get asked that all the time. What does it feel like? Well, it feels like a lot of different things. Um, Mine started off feeling like a hammer smashing my back teeth, and it progressed. It then added in other things. When I say progressed, those pains don't stop. Those pains keep coming, but you get different new pain. And I'm not having a good day, so I look kind of rough. But um, the next one that I experienced was electrical shock. It just literally felt like shock, as if you were to stick your finger in a light socket, only this is your face. Let's see. The burning. The burning feels like, so far for me, if you can imagine your worst sunburn, and that sunburn being submerged into extremely hot water. That's pretty description of the burning. It has more severity sometimes, sometimes less, and but that burning is horrific because it's constant. When it comes, it just doesn't stop. It keeps going. And the stabbing. The stabbing can feel anywhere from like a little needle prick, like a needle is just pricking your skin or your eye or wherever, to, I feel this all the time, like a needle, a sewing needle, about the size of a sewing needle, because you can feel it. It's crazy how you can almost like imagine it. It'll feel like the sewing needle is being pushed into my eye, about like that, you know. Sometimes it feels more like a bee sting or a wasp sting in my eyes or cheeks or wherever on my head. And then the stabbing that feels like a knife feels exactly like a knife, but it's usually like a big knife, like, you know, the kind that you would use to like cut up meat with or something, a real big long knife. And it'll feel like it's being completely buried into your eye or your cheek or your neck, wherever you're feeling it, your head. I get them a lot, the top of my head, my cheeks, my eyes, and it's really horrific. It is the worst, I think. Between the burning and the stabbing, those knife stabs, that's the worst. And then there's the ice pick stabs. They feel a little different. They feel a little bit more, direct as far as where they're being said, but I get the most of that in my ears. And it feels just like an ice pick being buried up into your ear. Really quick, but a lot of burning, and it's just horrific. It's a horrific thing. TN, Trigeminal Neuralgia, I would say it is not for the weak. And if anybody out there has these symptoms and they don't know what's going on, you need to be evaluated by a neurologist. You need to get that MRI. I pray that you don't ever, I pray nobody that I ever have, related to me. I fear my children will get this. I fear my mom, my sister, my nephews. It's a big fear that they will get this, because it is the worst thing. You just try to picture trying to live your life, and every few seconds feeling that kind of pain. And some days aren't that bad. Today is a fairly good day. But it's not a good day because I am hurting. And but it's a mild pain day because I don't have all of that going on. This has been today since I've been at work. It's roughly 6:30 now. This is my notes that I have written down. And when I get home, I'll write them in my journal. I keep a pain journal. And it helps me keep track of how my pain is changing. If I get a new pain and a new location of pain, I can understand, where it's coming from, what's going on. That's how I figured out that I am now bilateral, which is both sides, and all three branches bilateral. I figured it out because I started journaling, and it's really important, and you need to journal if you are suffering from a chronic pain condition, because you need to figure out the changes that are happening in you, and it's hard to remember all of that. This stuff seems to affect memory, and the medications, of course, do. So, journaling is very important. But anyhow, I got to get back to work now. My lunch break is over. Just wanted to share the joyous pains of TN. For those of you who don't know what it feels like, that's what it feels like. And I hope everybody has a nice pain-free day.